You land a job paying 20 lakh rupees a year, about 1.25 lakh a month in hand after taxes. By most traditional metrics, you've made it. Yet at the end of every 30 days, you are living paycheck to paycheck. This chart tracks the divergence in urban cost of living over the last decade. While average salary growth for the organized sector crawled at a compound annual rate of just 0.4, when a high income arrives at a net zero balance sheet every month, the earner is participating in a cycle that fuels the wider economy, while their own net worth remains stagnant. This vulnerability is established early. The education system prioritizes the skills needed to earn a salary, but frequently omits the distinction between earning income and building wealth. This leaves graduates entering the workforce without a framework for long-term capital preservation. Then a psychological trigger activates. A colleague upgrades to a luxury sedan, or a peer buys a larger home. This visible shift in their lifestyle initiates a silent social comparison. Research from the Chicago Booth School of Business highlights a specific structural flaw in how we evaluate financial status during these moments. We judge others by visible assets, the car in the driveway, but evaluate ourselves by the invisible weight of our debt. This perception gap creates a horse race. To match a neighbor's lifestyle, you take new debt, which scales exponentially to maintain appearances. This specific psychological blind spot primes high earners to prioritize social image over solvency. They commit to substantial, debt-fueled purchases, trading future security for present-day appearances. This behavior fuels lifestyle creep. It is the process where former luxuries become perceived necessities, ensuring every salary hike is immediately absorbed by upgraded consumer habits and recurring subscriptions. The math of this creep is self-defeating. If income rises by 30%, but lifestyle expenses perfectly track that growth, your net financial progress remains zero. You are running faster just to stay in the exact same place. The trap is locked by the frictionless nature of consumer credit. Equated monthly installments, or EMIs, allow individuals to bridge the gap between actual earnings and desired lifestyle, creating a permanent lien on their future labor. Research in the journal PLOS identifies this as a scarcity mindset. The chronic feeling of not having enough, compared to your peers or your bills, alters your cognitive bandwidth and degrades the quality of your financial decisions. This mindset forces a prioritization of short-term social relief. Individuals spend tomorrow's unearned salary today, sacrificing long-term stability to alleviate the immediate anxiety of falling behind. The structural consequence is a reliance on a single income stream, taxed at the source, eroded by inflation, leaving no defensive buffer. Without converting earned income into assets, an individual is mathematically tethered to their job. They are forced into a permanent cycle of trading limited time for money, with no mechanism to build lasting wealth. Escaping the trap requires redefining wealth. It is not the size of the paycheck, but the scale of the accessible emergency buffer. Authentic wealth is the capital that buys the ability to survive a financial shock without panic. The focus must shift toward income-generating assets. These are investments in vehicles that produce capital systematically, functioning independently of your active labor. A high salary serves as the capital-gathering tool required to purchase these income-generating assets. Its primary value is the liquidity it provides to buy the investments that will eventually replace the need for a salary. The behavioral imperative is to ignore social comparison entirely. This means refusing to treat a monthly salary as the maximum allowable budget for new debt. Building generational wealth requires a conscious, radical decision to prioritize future freedom and stability over the immediate debt-fueled appearance of looking rich.